tends to still be my
in knowledge in so many areas. I pass away. So
I pass your father and your mother about. Your father could not go to anywhere. Your father is rotting there. I pass your papa. And my son pass you. I pass your mama and I pass your papa.
I want to encourage you, Amigo. Please.
You know, encourage your father.
This the national
that comrade be focused. This is just like
a focus of the you yes
it is not for age, but I believe in wisdom, in knowledge, in so many areas. I pass away. So
I pass your father and your mother about. Your father could not go to anywhere. Your father is rotting there. I pass your papa. And my son pass you. I pass your mama and I pass your papa.
I want to encourage Amigo. Please.
You know, encourage your father.
That comrade be focused. This is just like
a focus of the you yes.
It's just we don't go to this one.
It is not for age, but I believe in wisdom, in knowledge.
You send me this thing. This I pass your father and I pass your mother. But you send that to me for my WhatsApp.
I could send that call for you.
Pass your father and your mother about. Your father could not go to anywhere. Your father is rotting there. I pass your papa.
Jesus.
And my son pass you. I pass your mama and I pass your papa.
Hey,
I want to encourage you, Amigo. Please.
You know, encourage you that. You know, encourage your father.
That comrade be focused. This is just like
a focus of the you yes.
the same part you.
It is not for age, but I believe in wisdom, in knowledge, in so many areas. I pass away. So
I pass your father and your mother about.
Your
father could not go to anywhere. Your father is rotting there. I pass your papa. And my son pass you. I pass your mama and I pass your papa.
I want to encourage Amigo. Please.
You know, encourage you that. You know, encourage your father.
That comrade be focused. This is just like
a focus of the you yes.
Wow. That'll be small. This one, I don't know. The man where Ogyomba or Wama?
It is not for age, but I believe in wisdom, in knowledge, in so many areas. I pass away. So
I pass your father and your mother about. Your father could not go to anywhere. Your father is rotting there. I pass your papa. And my son pass you. I pass your mama and I pass your papa.
Jesus.
I want to encourage Amigo. Please.
See, you make the encourage person. You want to.
You know, encourage your father.
But you supposed to say.
That comrade be focused. This is
You don't say that to me.
I'll say that to you now.
I beg.
Don't get respect. Not be the same about Mr. Bojo to come and say, Papa not trainer. He not trained there. How did they really respect elderly people? Now, and amigo, you don't know saying as far back we talk. How would I dare my people? You could have great our congrats when they with us. Please thumbs up this video. How would I dare? How would I dare? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, girl. Today with our congrats. Update. What would they hear? That's why I clear this broadcast once more 40 minutes, 30 minutes broadcast. Update. What would they hear? Obaseki. Seki. They won't try change the result, the INEC result in favor of PDP. You don't go vote.
Okay.
That would they hear. How many of you don't hear them here? If you don't hear them, make you write this for comment section. For video where Jared Terebe do. They don't already know. So Obaseki won't try to change the result. So APC don't know. So you don't know. You find the video of that Jared Tarebe.
You don't see him? Jared Tarebe video.
No, you don't say that to me.
Let me send it to you.
Okay.
Check it.
Okay. Wow, wow, yes. Jared Tarebe. Okay, download that. And this week are the fires. Everything day with concrete. Jesus Army.
Sir?
I say all updates today with you.
No, they must send and come immediately.
But I believe in wisdom, in knowledge, in so many areas. I pass away. So
I pass your father and your mother, Albert.
Jesus.
Your father could not go to anywhere. Your father is rotting there. I pass your papa. And my son pass you. I pass your mama and I pass your papa.
I want to encourage Amigo. Please.
You know, I encourage your father. About.
That comrade, be focused. This election,
Inspection is supposed to commence today. As I yesterday, we saw 4 IRs and police people. Those IRs buses loaded with papers into this island with the inscription of government house numbers in those facilities. This morning again, 2 of those IRs buses with papers loaded with them with government house plate numbers on the vehicle entered yesterday and loaded with papers. And don't forget that during that election on the 21st, before you knew it, they started uploading old results into the high-res. And all these things were done with papers. And today, the court order they have for inspection is serious. And the inspection is supposed to start with voters register. And they are coming here today to say they want to start with the papers. Just because they have moved all the papers from government house they use to bring rubbish down to this place. So we are saying no to it. That is why you see the uproar there. I will not allow it, and we will not allow it, and we will never allow it.
Okay. Just give me 2 minutes, make a download down.
Inspection is supposed to commence today. As I yesterday, we saw 4 IRs buses with Hilux and police people. Inspection is supposed to commence today. As I yesterday, we saw 4 IRs buses with Hilux and police people. Those IRs buses loaded with papers into this island with the inscription of government house numbers in those facilities. This morning again, 2 of those IRs buses with papers loaded with them with government house plate numbers on the vehicle entered yesterday and loaded with papers. And don't forget that during that election on the 21st, before you knew it, they started uploading old results into the high-res. And all these things were done with papers. And today, the court order they have for inspection is serious. And the inspection is supposed to start with voters register. And they are coming here today to say they want to cut with Beavers. Just because they have moved all the Beavers from government house, they use increased rubbish down to this place. So we are saying no to it. That is why you see the uproar there. I will not allow it, and we will not allow it, and we will never allow it.
Wow. Wow.
Inspection is supposed to come. As of yesterday, we saw 4 IAS buses with hill officers and police people. Those IAS buses loaded with beavers into this island with the inscription of government house numbers in those vehicles. This morning again, 2 of those IAS buses with beavers loaded with them with government house plate numbers on the vehicle entered yesterday and all loaded with beavers. And don't forget that during that election on the 21st, before you knew it, they started uploading old results into the IREG. And all these things were done with beavers. And today, the court order they have for inspection is serious. And the inspection is supposed to start with voters register. And they are coming here today to say they want to cut with Beavers. Just because they have moved all the Beavers from government house, they use increased rubbish down to this place. So we are saying no to it. That is why you see the uproar there. I will not allow it, and we will not allow it, and we will never allow it.
Okay. My congregate, go ahead.
So you have had it so very quickly. I think we should face the issues. Shortly after Honorable Jarrett said all this, they were allowed to access the beavers as the claim that they wanted to see. But guess what? It revealed that PDP massively rigged Edo Central. You know, Aswan Village, it is on record that Akpakomiza won Aswan's village. So how they now got that result they twisted is something else. It's something else. So when they now came now, and then they started trying to do one or two things, the whole thing has exposed them further the more. So they were shouting mandate recovery. Which mandate was stolen? The goddess, thank you, ma. They were trying to steal mandates and we stopped them. So they were trying to steal the modern mandate, but we stopped them. We aggressively stopped them. We stopped them dangerously. We tamed them like animals. That is why they are frustrated. But you remember the video I sent to you about the Esako West local government Ward 4, where that recalcitrant rabbit was calling 1.something million for PDP. You see, that's how they did it. Now they thought they could do the same thing. But INEC was far ahead of them. While they were thinking of how to manipulate, they already hacked into all the server, do a lot of things they wanted to do, but they could not land. So they were handicapped. INEC now relied on what came from the field. And that is why they are bittered. That's why you see them like bitter cola. They are just bad. You know, if you put bitter cola for mouth, you know they sweet to chew like that. Now so their face be like now.
They want to feel sleep again. They want to feel sleep. Now be only this election. Don't fail go. They don't fail do for a do.
So that is what we have seen so far. But by and large, they will approach the court, which I am happy. So by the time they get to the court now, you will now discover that even most of the votes that they score will not be the original votes. Most of the votes they score will not be the original votes. So Obaseki think he can cut the corner and then still come to the public to come and be shouting foul. His pain and his problem is that he has lost touch with Edo people. Edo people are no longer with him.
No. That's true.
Edo people first in 2020 when he was contesting, when we were contesting for second tenure, we spread the narrative like that is like a victim. So everybody now at Osomole, you were saying no to godfatherism. Why you won't come become godfather? Because that was the message he sold to Edo public. That Osomole wanting to share Edo money. He refused to share Edo money. Osomole want to do this. But when it was time for campaign, he could not say it out that this is the money Osomole asked him to share. Now, Osomole now left the state for 4 good years. You could not tie road, you could not do anything. The little road you did, they are like pankane. That once you hit any stone on it, will crack. As Obaseki is going out of Edo State, all the roads are going with him. So now, that is why he wants to desperately make sure that Aswe becomes the next governor of the state because he wants to cover his track. He has also forgotten that Bello was more desperate than him. But today, how far is the market for Bello? Is Bello boy not the governor of Kogi State or his friend or Paddy? But has he been able to save him from the claws of the law? No. So when these people who are good, who are masterminders in election rigging, are now coming out to shout and cry, then it behoves on us to sit down as a people and look. Obaseki has tried to load in illegal beavers into INEC today, and he was caught. The same Obaseki, all these people, they went there, the sensitive material they checked, revealed that they were even the one who rigged the election. If not, how would you explain that Tuesday to election, 6 billion was withdrawn from Edo Post? That 6 billion, inside that 6 billion, you will fix Benin to Okpela road and it will still be remaining. Even if you use concrete technology and you pour asphalt, it will still remain. But what do we have? So, Olakoko, the good thing is that they have been exposed. They said the wind has blown and we have seen the anus of the fowl or the chicken or the hen, whichever one. The breeze has blown and we don't see. And you know so that I get one local parable that say if you took am for 30 years until thunder blow before the hand will come outside. Now Obaseki don't took hand for Edo people years until thunder blow before the hand will come out.
Yeah,
so that did that.
So that means they waste their time. And they waste their time. Waste their time.
So that's how far we have gone. You know, when you tell them not to misbehave, they will tell you they know politics, they know politics. But I think beyond now, I'm not saying this because I'm a politician, but I will also say this because I'm a politician. Edo people must not make the mistake of voting for anybody that is a passive stranger. By passive stranger, I am not saying somebody. How do I put it now? I'm not saying somebody who stays, maybe like you now, you are staying abroad, you understand, and then you are not at home. No, somebody who do not know anything because you were first at home before you travel abroad, and you still communicate with your people at your polling unit, at your local government, at your ward, and all that. You are still in touch with your people. I mean those people who do not have traces, to us. We should ensure that such persons are not given the opportunity to be in governance again. The likes of Obaseki, who say, I am a son of Edo. How well do we even know that if we check the DNA of Obaseki, that Obaseki is from Edo State? How well? How well do we even know that if we check the DNA of Aswe, that Aswe is also from Edo State? So we must be careful. These people we allow to come and handle the affairs of governance. We must be very, very careful. We didn't know Obaseki. Osomole brought him in. See the danger he has done to the economy of the state. Now imagine us allowing Aswe again. This is the same Aswe that was chairman this and that. Chairman of Nigerian breweries. You know, they know how to cut corner. And the Nigerian breweries is on news, so I can get the link and send to you. Nigeria breweries in 2023 alone, they recorded a loss of 145 billion naira, and Aswen was the chairman of Nigerian breweries. And other Aswen as chairman of Nigerian breweries, no Edo son and daughter was a major or minor distributor. None. I am the chairman of Sterling Bank. I am the owner of Sterling Bank. 18 local government, the whole 6 local government in Edo North. There is no single Sterling Bank. That's one. The whole 5 local government in Edo Central, no Sterling Bank. I think in the whole of Benin, we only have one Sterling Bank, which is to say that Edo State as a whole has just one Sterling Bank. Now, such a man, such a rolling coaster, such a rolling stone, who could not do well for his own people, you now expect him to come and do well for Edo people?
No.
They say, now AI, and that was why when they say AI, I said AI is another idiot. That was what I was the one who said it was another idiot. When they were crying, I said, go to court, go and tell them that I said AI is another idiot. They said it's artificial intelligence. Sterling Bank is not among the first 5 banks in Nigeria. The first 5 banks, you will not count Sterling Bank. At least I know we have Zenith, we have UBA, we have GTB, we have First Bank, then we have Echo Bank is even ahead. It's far ahead. Polaris is far ahead. So Sterling Bank na Dagbo this thing that Aswen and Co are using to rate themselves. So that's how the whole stuff has been. And because they cut corner at the boardroom, they think they can also cut corner in this election. This election was long won and lost, long ago. If not because they roll out money and because of the hunger matter or the process of rebuilding that Nigeria is passing through, I tell you, Aswen may not have even had 18,000 votes. So the people were only, may not be say we vote APC, may not be say we vote APC. They knew that Akpakomiza would do better than Aswen.
Yes.
They knew. But today, despite all their spending and all the rest, and for those few hungry boys who for the sake of 55,000 and 150,000 naira sold their dignity and their lives, they were able to score little votes. If they want to talk, they want to talk now. They'll say, "Shebi na less than 60,000 votes that they win. Less than 60,000 votes that they win." What did Tambuwa use in winning in 2019? Tambuwa won. Is it 2019 or yes? The second tenor of Tambuwa. Tambuwa used only 300 votes to win. 300. It was 300 votes that Tambuwa used in winning the other person. So as low as 300 votes, it matters in election. How much more somebody is beating you with less than 60,000 votes? Not to talk of 1,000 votes, not 2,000, not 3,000, not 10,000, not 20,000, not 30,000 votes, not 40,000 votes. So now they say in that Sterling Bank, only one ASA man as gate man. So now you are not telling me that Akpakomiza is this, Akpakomiza is this. Is this. I Aswen that is not this, Aswen that is not that. Go and show us. Let me tell you this, Olakuku. Do you know the office they appointed Honorable Gbedeyama into? Honorable Gbedeyama was given an appointment recently by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu before the election. That appointment, President Tinubu gave Honorable Gbedeyama Executive Director, Strategy and Commercial of Niger Delta Holding Power Company. Should I tell you one thing? Obaseki is a member of the board of Niger Delta Power Holding Company. In that place, the staffs that work in that place are more than 10,000. Ask how many Edo people are there.
Okay.
Ask how many Edo people are there.
How many?
Edo people that are there are less than 5. An establishment that has over 10,000 staffs. So if Obaseki could hate Edo people to that point that he's in a board that he can easily ask, Mona, bring paper, make we employ our people. Oh, why are these people? Why is it that only so and so state, so and so state from the Niger Delta state are there? We have 9 Niger Delta states. All states have their people there. Only Edo has less than 5. I think it was even about 2, if I'm not mistaken. And Obaseki said it's an Edo man. And some jobless persons are clapping for him.
The same thing with Gaius now. The same thing with Gaius.
Yes. The same thing with Gaius. Gaius was this thing. NNPC. Yes, GMD. He did not. He did not. And go and check them. All of them that sat in all the different boards, they didn't do well. Edo Broadcasting Station, EBS, that was given to Pedro Obaseki. What becomes of EBS? They have withdrawn the license of EBS. Nigeria Broadcasting Corporation has withdrawn the license of EBS. And Pedro that cannot buy shoe of 3,000 naira is telling Shehu, I will give you 5 million if this one win this thing. Look at the dressing of Pedro. Does it look like somebody that has money? Is Pedro different from the normal people that go to the farm to chase school? No. Look at his head. Look at his head. His head look like Agolo that is beaten with a stone. Look at his head. Then you say you will give Shehu 5 million. Now he has been calling Shehu and beg. They say they beg. You know if you pay 5 million.
Make it pay more.
He will pay. It was alleged now that he's begging Shehu.
You see now.
You they go, they stay for national television, they rake. I'll pay 5 million. They think Obaseki go give her money if they lose, make it go do this thing. So all of these guys, we don't know where they are coming from. We don't know their history. How can Edo people, how can some persons expect Edo people to come together and vote for a band that knows nothing about our history? See the head now. You know, see the head?
Oh, your bias. Without your bias, the color.
See the eye.
Pedro. Okay, your bias, though.
Look at the head. Yes, the goddess. Obaseki will be prosecuted. I'm telling you, Obaseki will face the music. He will be prosecuted. Petitions are already before EFCC. Petitions are flying right, left, and center. Obaseki has over 50 to 100 petitions already at EFCC table. There are petitions everywhere. EFCC has already started some of the investigation to see those things that are so. Once Akpakomiza take over, I will personally tell Akpakomiza, let me bring an auditor, ICANN and ACCA certified auditor. Let them audit account under Obaseki. Let them audit the account.
Hello.
So.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, the house greet you.
Mr. Mobove, I greet you, my director. God bless you. So, like Coco tell me, say you go come and never sleep. May God bless you, because I'll be waiting for me to hear your voice. I your baby, I your family. May God bless you, my big brother.
Amen.
Coco, may God bless you as well. May God bless you.
Amen.
The information we are getting is that some of the vigilante people that Obaseki have been using, you know that he threw one word yesterday that the election has come and gone, the vigilante should come and start work. So, comrade Ishaibu have counted it that no, we don't need vigilante now. So, the information we are hearing now that Obaseki have put some vigilante in some community to be committing atrocity, so that they will see it's because that there is no vigilante. That's why people are now robbing and the rest.
So there's still many people who Obaseki put for outside now. They're the rob. So Obaseki, we believe we are telling you that anything you are going to do within us in 1 month, we are going to resist you. Any evil plan you are going to carry out Obaseki, we are going to resist your evil plan. You are an evil human being. You don't have any love for the Benin people. You don't have any love for Benin people. You are an evil human. Upon all those billion, almost 600 billion that you are putting in those state to, you are still continuing doing worse and worse. We will resist you. We are resisting for almost 7 years now, remaining about 1 month now. So tell me why we are not going to resist your Obaseki. But you have put us into pain. But we are going to tell you, your pain is going to be higher than our own. You are going to end your life in jail. Thank God today now, watch Chinese television. Those state governors are among the people that they have bring out now that they are going to investigate governors that have break the law, the rule of Nigeria, the court rules. So tell them that those states are among Obaseki, you are going to end, your life is going to end in jail. We all know why you are doing all these things. So that your nyash will open. Your nyash has already opened. You are not Aswe. Aswe is a criminal. Aswe was the chairman of Dead Jury. Today, 2023, Aswe put Nigeria into debt of 145 billion. Go and investigate. This is not lie. The same magic people are clapping here for he's coming to come and do work for Benin. It came for years to come and fraud Benin people with blind way. They thought that Benin people forget. In and Obaseki now they came. We didn't knew. It was a show that bring Obaseki. We didn't knew. Before we knew, now you have already completed his 4 years. Many people have already had that love for him. Now he's not thinking that if he not said that he's going to bring another person, many people will vote for him. Obaseki, you are a criminal. You're traveling to Italy. We all know. You will try to do things. You put what is it? In Abuja for you people to be doing atrocity, to be giving some judge, some lawyers money to do atrocity. Obaseki, all your plan have already failed. We have people that is more intelligent than you. Our incoming deputy, Honorable Janice Idausa, is not a child. Mona, you got past Obaseki do my we're to book when I woman is Janice again. It's Janice go be man. Man, you got past one. Oh, come on, Obaseki, wa women might be panic. Yeah, they come out with winning. And not panic. We are these are we all know your plan. Obaseki are erect some China people to be asking INEC registration. Obaseki was hacking it. He was hacking it. This is what they do in presidential election as well. They went to go and bring some criminals to be hacking INEC. So you understand? So Obaseki, the whole Nigeria have already know that you are a criminal. Oh, you are a wicked soul. All your plans say you are a big boy, say you are a big boy, say you are a big boy. Every back to Gualo, or I'm a view. Near would you go the ones that they said that you bring from government has now. APC have already know all your plan is going to fail.
Okay.
And that's why we did recognize that because that's why it's not among the people in ballot paper. In this government election, where we are starting from now is the registration card.
Of course. Hold on, caller. Just hold on.
Yes.
Hello. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
I greet you, sir.
Maru, can I speak with Bob Maru?
Are you with us, Congress?
I'm with you 100%. Good evening, sir. I'm just eating my cashew nut to relax myself.
Somebody want to talk to you.
Hey, pardon, sir.
Hi, baby.
Very, very fine, sir. We are all doing well, sir.
Thank God. Yes. Umaru, can you enlighten us about this brother to Governor Obaseki, Pedro? there was a time about 2 weeks ago in Arise. It said that Okpebolo still has a case to answer in the court about his a complication in his birth certificate that is still coming up. How true is that?
Don't mind him. They actually try to use a lower court to intimidate Okpebolo. But we went to a higher court, and the court has asked that judge to come and explain himself on why he's granting such order and putting up criminal cases against Okpebolo. And all of them have, since that time, they've kept quiet because they now knew that it was just a waste of time. There are no discrepancies in Okpebolo's result or papers, but because they know that they have been falsifying data and all the rest of it that we know, so they are finding 1 or 2 things to lay against Okpebolo. But that case, whatever they are saying, they are lying, and don't take them serious. These are people who are good in forging. They have forged the signature of even the present chairman of PDP, the acting chairman of PDP, as well, what's his name? Anthony Azegbemi. They have forged the signature of the PDP secretary, Chief Hilary Osu. They have forged so many signatures of people. So these people can forge anything and put it out as a means of trying to defend themselves. But there is no such case because there is a higher court who have given an order that judge should come before them and explain why is granting criminal order or investigation against Okpebolo. The only criminal investigation that we know that they are trying to run away from is the fact that Aswen forged PVC, and he must explain to the law why he forged PVC. The case is still there, and that case will not die. And I can assure you that even before the end of this tribunal matter they have gone to, there is the possibility that that judgment will be given, and Aswen will be culpable and will be found guilty of that offense. Yeah. So disregard anything they are saying. Anything they say to you now, just see them as a wounded lion or a toothless bulldog that is just shouting because of the wound he has. Anything they say, gather it together and throw it to the dustbin of irrelevance. That is where all of them and whatever they say belong to. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I believe you. You are the mouthpiece, and I'm always happy when you speak. And I believe you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pa. I'm grateful, sir.
Yeah, pardon. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, caller.
So much like this federal people are talking about. Let us face the fact. 2016, is it not the same federal that condemned his own brother Obaseki, Seki?
Yeah.
That is the one wearing pampers.
Yeah.
That is not he cannot vote for a man that does not know how to speak in dialect.
Yes.
Is it not the same Pedro we are talking about now? Pedro is a fraud. Pedro is a cop that you put corn in the floor, it will run and pick up that corn without knowing where that corn is coming from. Hey, Pedro Gino, Ojoba Jebo, no? Is this not Pedro that handle EBS? Where is EBS in Edo State Odina? Where is EBS? Is this not Pedro that cried the other day that when people should vote Obaseki Act, Obaseki is trying to frustrate Edo, Obaseki is trying to commit anarchy in Edo, Obaseki is trying to bring to Oba in Edo? Is it not the same Pedro that was saying it? Today now, the same Pedro is now saying that Obaseki is a nice man. They should vote for Aswe, aka Osero Down. We said no to Pedro. We say no to Obaseki family. I'm sorry to use this one. There are some good Obaseki family that came to the camp to APC. But Pedro and Obaseki, this useless Obioba that is there now as the council of those states, they are wicked and heartless. Look at what happened in the market yesterday. Some market women said that they can never pay tax anymore. They can't pay anymore. Look at the best was beating there yesterday. Obaseki said that picture in social media yesterday. All he can do is to run out and call commissioner of police and call the councillor and call Oredo chairman Zinikwere. All he can say that people should respect their law. They should be paid their tax. He doesn't think that I'm leaving this office in the next 1 month's time. Let me free this time for these people. No, we want to still be soaking our women, suffering our people, punishing them. And this is a man, for almost 8 years now, you have been collecting tax. What have you used it to do in those states? Go and look at the market. Everywhere is smelling. There is blessing everywhere. So my people, the good people of Edo State, PDP, I swear, we know your trade. You people are struggling before the 12th of next month, and court can decide. I swear, let me tell you, na lie you lie. Who told you? After I come to work, it will take a year or 9 months. If you don't know now, before they will hear your case, maybe not think that because of Obaseki get level for Benin, because now they rule the judge, now they control the judge of Edo State. My brother, now Abuja, all of us they go. Abuja, mana ya typho. A Supreme Court yana ya head. So Obaseki, there is no way for the wickedness. You must go to jail. And I'm begging our incoming governor, Senator Mojo Pebo, and our deputy, Honorable Dennis Adausa. We want you people to prove of Obaseki for the corruption they have done in Edo State. They should come and give account of almost 500 billion that they have borrowed, our taxpayer, and all the allocations that they have collected in Edo State. They should come and give account of it. So, Lakoko, thank you. May God bless you this night. I so much respect you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless your baby, and may God bless your wife. I thank everybody in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So, Congress,
It will be good for you to look beyond your office, because you are not going to be there all the time. It's good to look beyond. You see the elder statesman there, Chief Odigi Oyego, was a governor. He's not anymore now. Everybody knows that it's transient. Everybody knows. But you look beyond, look at the bigger picture. Look at how one day you can also sit and be, when you are no longer the governor, everybody can still give you respect. It will be good for you to look beyond your office, because you are not going to be there all the time. It's good to look beyond. You see the elder statesman there, Chief Odigi Oyego, was a governor. He's not anymore now. Everybody knows that it's transient. Everybody knows. But you look beyond, look at the bigger picture. Look at how one day you can also sit and be, when you are no longer the governor, everybody can still give you respect. More respect even. Session is supposed to commence today. As of yesterday, we saw the 4 IAS buses with Hilux and police people. Those IAS buses loaded with beavers into this island with the inscription of government house numbers in those places. This morning again, 2 of those IAS buses with beavers loaded with them with government house plate numbers on the vehicle entered yesterday and all loaded with beavers. And don't forget that during that election on the 21st, before you knew it, they started uploading old results into the IRES. And all these things were done with beavers. And today, the court order they have for inspection is serious. And the inspection is supposed to start with voters register. And they are coming here today to say they want to start with beavers. Just because they have moved all the beavers from government house, they used to bring rubbish down to this place. So we are saying no to it. That is why you see the uproar there. I will not allow it, and we will not allow it, and we will never allow it.
The 5 million, never, when he promised, they go the beg, Congress don't talk to us.
You know get. Pedro is broke. Now mouth today, Pedro is broke. Check Pedro head and check Fubara head. Now almost the same head with Obaseki head.
I believe if you tell us about River State small today.
Yes, I think before we go, let's talk about River State. The issue in River State is issue of ingratitude, stubbornness, and demonic or recalcitrant attitude. And why do I say so? We already know the crisis on ground. But for those who don't know, if you see Fubara and you see Obaseki, they are twin brothers. But I think we'll perceive Fubara as Obaseki promas because he even started his own fight with Wike very, very early. But however, I remember I was telling my friend, one of my political friend who is a honorable member in my local government, Honorable Ayuba. I told him, and I also told one of my close friends, Isaiah Adanegbe, that if we go beyond 6 months after inauguration of Fubara, and Fubara did not fight with Wike, they should know it will be loyal to the end. I said, but I am seeing somebody who will fight with Wike. He said, why did I say so? I said, Fubara is exhibiting the same attitude that Obaseki has. Now let's leave all of that. This local government election, prior to the local government election, Fubara has called on PDP leaders. They have tried their best to suspend Wike. They even set up what do you call it? Disciplinary committee and made this Abuja one of the head of Abuja PDP, Abuja PDP politicians, Abuja politicians, Chief Tommy Kimi, as the chairman of the disciplinary committee to come and see, look into Wike's case. And we told them that Governor Wike will not attend. They thought we were joking. Till today, Governor Wike did not stand before the committee, and nobody in the committee could cough. Wike is the national leader of PDP. He is not one of the leaders of PDP, no. Atiku is not the national leader of PDP. The national leader of PDP that we all know, that all the governors know, is His Excellency Yesom Ezenwo Wike. Every other national leader, anybody claiming national leader, the person is a counterfeit. There is only one supreme commander of PDP, that is Wike. Until we have another national leader, nobody is the national leader except Wike. So we went on, and Wike has shown capacity that he is the national leader of PDP. And I will give you the history of that one. Still on this Fubara matter. Now, prior to the state congresses that was held in River State, they made a move through the last National Executive Council. They wanted to remove the acting national chairman, Ambassador Ilya Damagun. They wanted to remove him. Now, don't forget that Damagun was part of those who played that role for these people during that period. He was part of those who played that role for these people during that period. After playing the role, which brought in Obaseki guy, what's his name? Aso Ighodalo. They now wanted to, like, yes, you know what they now call use and dump.
Mm-hmm.
But the man did not know, the man just fell for their trap. So now when everything was up, they now wanted to see how they can dump the man. They now told Ayu to go and withdraw his case in the court. Ayu now went to the court to go and withdraw his case. You know, if Ayu withdraw his case, it means that there is nobody coming to take over from Damagun again. So they can remove Damagun and ask the next person to take over. So they were prepared. When the information now came to Damagun, immediately Governor Wike saw it that Ayu has withdrawn his case from the court. Court has dismissed the case. That once you withdraw the case don't go, it's going to go with that. Yes. He then understood that there was a game plan. Immediately, what's his name? Damagun now ran to Wike. Oga, they won't remove me. Oga, they won't remove me. Save me. Wike now said, don't worry. I told you these people are not people you can rely on. Now, after you have helped them, they want to use and dump you. After they have used you to fight all the people you are not supposed to be fighting and all the rest of it. Don't worry, I will help you. They now call for National Executive Council. Atiku has not been in Nigeria since, so he now came for the National Executive Council. All of them came for the National Executive Council. Dubai landlord came too. So all of them now wanted, at all costs, they now wanted that matter, which is the matter of removing Damagun. They now wanted it to hold so that they can have Rivers State, they can have Edo State, all the states that they are having problems, they can begin to put their people ahead of 2027. So when we now, when the information now got to our national leader, he said no problem. Everybody was going to attend. Wike is also a member of the National Executive Council. Chief Dano Siobi is a member. All board of trustee, this thing, critical stakeholders, former governors, sitting governors, House of Reps, all of them, House of Senate, everybody, National Executive Council. They now went there. Now they wanted to pass a vote of no confidence on Damagun so that they can bring in their next person as the chairman. But Wike, though they vote them, they were all seated when Governor Wike came. Immediately, Governor Wike came. If you watch that video, before Governor Wike entered that that particular place, you saw all the things that he did. Immediately, Governor Wike got there. His Excellency Seyi Makinde, Governor of Oyo State, now told other governors that our leader is here. That's how they stood up and they went outside to go and welcome Wike. Atiku and Co were sitting down inside the hall. So they went to welcome the man with the capacity and they took Wike in to the place. So when it was now time to cast vote, Wike has already spoken to all of them. So that was how they cast the vote, and majority voted for Damagun, as that vote of confidence was now passed on Damagun, that they trust.
Hey, I better come back. Network connection.
Inspection is supposed to commence today. As of yesterday, we saw 4 IAS buses with Hilux and police people. Those IAS buses loaded with...
Sorry, sir, my network. So that was how they cast vote of confidence on Damagun, and all Atiku and everybody now like this they do. The thing shocked them because they have planned to remove Damagun, but Wike and his men scattered everything for them. They now voted for Damagun to continue pending when we are going on Congress. That was how they now, the acting chairman now fixed the date for Rivers State and what do we call it, congresses, state, local government, and world congresses. That was how all Wike men won the election.
This island with the inscription of government house numbers in those facilities. This morning again, 2 of those IAS buses with rivers loaded with them with government house plate numbers on the vehicle entered yesterday and all loaded with rivers. And don't forget that during that election on the 21st, before you knew it, they started uploading old results into the IRES. And all these things were done with beavers. And today, the court order they have for inspection.
Sorry, my network is misbehaving. It's shutting down the app, and we are coming back again.
Congrats, so we understand Nigeria. We even appreciate you now.
So that was how Damagun was now voted for to remain in power, which was the vote of confidence that was cast on him. And eventually, Wike faction won all the local government position, all the ward position, and all the state executive position of the party. So the state working committee are all members of Wike's caucus. Local government working committee, all members of Wike's caucus. Ward executive and ward working committee, all Wike's faction. Now, before that time, Fubara already insulted the leaders of PDP that the PDP is scattered, PDP is not this, because he thought they would just suspend Governor Wike from the party. But nobody in PDP as of today has the capacity to suspend Wike. I'm speaking authoritatively, sir. Nobody. Obaseki has tried to suspend Chief Danosi Obi, it no work. So up to today, nobody has that capacity to suspend Governor Wike. So they now started planning for the election, for the local government. Now don't forget that the world congresses that were done brought in a world executive. So it also brought in ad hoc delegates from all the wards in Rivers State. So if there's going to be a chairman, because the executive, the structure of the state is no longer in Fubara's hand, it's not even in Fubara, it was never in Fubara's hand, and it's not in Fubara's hand. So if they go to the polling unit, it shows that it is Wike's people that will win the primaries across all the local government in Rivers State to become local government chairman. That was how Fubara now asked his people to go to APP to go and get tickets. Now I will send you a video of what's his name, of Rufai that has been supporting them, Rufai of Arise TV. I will send you a video where Rufai also was now talking against them, where he was interviewing somebody and he was saying, if it is wicked, you people will do this, you people will do this, but I put it to you. The man like that, I'll send that video to you this night. I have the video. So let me look for it. Maybe you can even put it out too.
Is Syria, and the inspection is supposed to start with voters register, and they are coming here today to say they want to start with the just because they have moved all the people from government house they used to bring rubbish that very day down to this place. So we are saying no to it. That is why you see the uproar.
I'll send it to you.
And we will not allow it, and we will never allow it.
I'll send it to you. So now, check it so that you can put it up. Check it, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
So now, all of them that are saying all of this thing, after Fubara could not get that thing, Fubara went to APP to go and put his people there. And APP won in a PDP state, ruled by PDP. Local government elections that are always and almost under the wings and caprices of the governor. Is that not antipathy? Is that not antipathy? So, but when Wike is doing his own, they will say it's antipathy. Atiku and Co, who are shouting antipathy. When you do something against the constitution, that is antipathy. Everybody thought it was because they said Wike should not take, they didn't give Wike vice presidential ticket. That is why we are angry. That's why Wike is angry. No, I can go into that story if you want. It was Atiku who looked for Wike's trouble and looked for our trouble. Because in PDP, we believe in power rotation. It was the turn of the South. APC did their own. They told all the northern people not to contest. And you saw the northern people that wanted to contest, they all stepped down. But when it got to PDP, every northern person contested. Atiku brought dollar to buy the ticket from this thing. After doing that, they were now expecting us to fold our hand so that we will not be watching them do what they want to do. Now, after the primaries, they were now in one of our national leaders' house. They now said Atiku and Wike should go into the parlor and discuss. Immediately, Atiku entered into that parlor with Wike. Atiku said, "Look, Your Excellency, Ayu must go." This was Atiku saying it. So you remember we started saying Ayu must go, Ayu must go. Why did Atiku say it? Because the constitution states that where the national party ticket holder, that the flag bearer for the presidential candidate, if it's in a particular region, if that region is having the national chairman will resign and the chairmanship will go to the other region. So in PDP, there are two regions, the north and the south. The south is made up of 3 zones, the north is made up of 3 zones. Now, the national chairman was from the northern zone region. Why we were not having? When we went to the primary, the northern region also won the presidential ticket. So normally, according to the constitution, the national chairman will resign. Then we in the south will now present somebody to come and fill in that position. That is the constitution of PDP. So that was why Atiku said, look, Your Excellency, Ayu must go. And Wick and I said, okay, that is what I want to discuss with you because it's a matter of constitution now, our party's constitution. Then the second thing he now told Wick, Atiku to Wick face to face. Now, I said if Atiku knows that is a true Muslim, he should come outside and deny this thing. And if he knows he's a true Muslim, he should come outside and say the truth. Atiku now told Wick, so people who don't know anything will just be pointing finger at Wick. In 2019, Wick was the highest sponsor of Atiku's campaign. In 2019, I dare anybody to tell me that I'm lying. Now, Atiku now told Wick, after telling him how you must go, Atiku now told Wick, he said, Your Excellency, you are going to be my vice presidential candidate. Wick a smart man. Wick now said, Your Excellency, I learned that you have told Okowa, my brother, that is going to be your vice presidential candidate. And other persons are also looking for it. If you have given Okowa your word that is going to be your vice presidential candidate, don't worry, we can all work together. But let the national chairman come to the south. Atiku said no, that he has never promised Okowa or anybody vice presidential candidate, that he knows that a lot of persons are jostling for the position, but he did not promise anybody that it is Wick he wants. Only for Atiku to go back to the north, and they now said some of the cabals, some of the emirs or some political cabals are saying that Atiku should not take Wick. What was the issue? Because Wick refused for certain religious practices and all those ranching to take place in River State. Those were the offenses. That's why every one of them, they have been looking for how to cut off his head since at all cost. So without past that place, they now set up committee. 3 different committees were set up. All the 3 committees nominated Wick as vice presidential candidate. Okay, play this one and see. Play it, I will hold on. You go remove this Obaseki picture, make them something and Rufai they talk.
People are complaining about Wick. Is this not worse than Wick?
Is it affiliated to the governor? Rufai,
really? So who is the party affiliated to? You don't even know the chairman of the party.
Asking now.
It's affiliated to the governor. It's affiliated to the governor. That's the governor's political tool.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, you're just telling me now. I don't know.
Really?
You're just telling me now.
Oh, that's it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
No. Oh, yes.
So you people too,
Lord.
you people too have become hegemons like you are blaming Wick for. Isn't it? Isn't it?
No.
Really?
That is wrong.
Why?
That is wrong.
Why?
Because, yes, that is wrong. Yes,
affiliated to the government
Okay.
to win everything. And you people are complaining about Wick. Is this not worse than Wick?
Is it affiliated to the governor? Rufai,
really? So who is the party affiliated to? You don't even know the chairman of the party.
Asking now.
It's affiliated to the governor. It's affiliated to the governor. That's the governor's political tool.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, you're just telling me now. I don't know. You're just telling me now.
Really? Oh, that's it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
No. Oh, yes.
So you people
my
too,
good Lord.
you people too have become hegemons like you are affiliated to the governor. We win everything. And you people are complaining about Wick. Is this not worse than Wick?
Is it affiliated to the governor? Rufai,
really? So who is the party affiliated to? You don't even know the chairman of the party.
Asking now.
It's affiliated to the governor. It's affiliated to the governor. That's the governor's political tool.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, you're just telling me.
Now, you see, I will come to this one. Now, after Wick, they have said they choose Okowa. Those 3 committees, governors, all of them said it's Wike they want as vice president. They went ahead to remove Wike, and the man still kept quiet. The man now said, okay, Oga Atiku, let us follow the constitution. The national chairman of a team should come to South. We already agreed, and it is written in the constitution that if the the presidential ticket is in a particular zone, the other zone we have the national chairman. Now that the ticket is here, Atiku now changed his mind that Ayu cannot go until after the election. So if we go to the election and we lose, then Ayu remain as the chairman. Then the South will have nothing. So as long as you have had the presidential ticket, you are supposed to be bold enough to allow the national chairman go to the other side, so that by the time we win the election, national chairman is already with us, presidential ticket is already there. If we lose, you people who have lost the national chairman, we have all lost the presidential election. But Atiku said no. That was our problem. That was the genesis of the problem. So it was not as if because Wike was not giving vice presidential ticket, none of them is coming out to say the truth.
That be the word where Wike they use. Oyeneba. Oyeneba.
That is this. Agreement is agreement. Let's go back to that agreement. We have an agreement. It is a constitutional matter. You people now flagellated and lacerated the constitution. You disregarded the constitution of the party, and then you are now pointing hand at accusing finger. And let me tell you, Okowa, Obaseki, and all of them, those elements are idiots. They all had a meeting in Asaba, which we call the Asaba Accord, where all the governors in the South, both of APC, of PDP, all the governors met in the South, all the Southern governors. Lagos, Ogun, Ekiti, Ondo, Lagos, Osun, Oyo, Edo, Bayelsa, Delta, Cross River, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, then Enugu, Abia, Imo, Anambra, and what do we call it? I think I've mentioned Enugu. All the Igbo states, all the governors in that place, all of them, they all met in Asaba and agreed that the South should produce the ticket. All of them should go to their political party and enforce it. Why the APC governors went to their own to go and do it? Okowa and other recalcitrant idiots like Obaseki and Okowa were dragging for how to make a northern person the national party, the national flag bearer, so that they can go and fight for vice president. Obaseki also was jostling for vice president. If you remember that time, those cockroaches, those cockroaches that are making noise on social media, all of them were writing Obaseki for the vice president, Obaseki for this. Now I tell them, say, for this our Nigeria, this sophisticated Nigeria, now that dirty Obaseki won't go be vice president. For you to be a vice presidential candidate, you must be refined, you must be clean.
It will be good for you to look beyond your office, because you are not going to be there all the time. It's good to look beyond. You see the elder statesman there, Chief Odigi Oyego, was a governor. He's not anymore now. Everybody knows that it's transient. Everybody knows. But you look beyond.
So, Alagogo, I think, let me just round up so that we go, because I wanted us to do 30 minutes. Now we have done exactly 1 hour. That's all my matter. Now, after we finished all that, the structure they could not take away from Wike, the structure remained. They were the one who broke the agreement. They had their set of recalcitrant betrayers. All of them were together. Now, Fubara now came. Fubara that Wike suffered for. For the side of Fubara, where Fubara comes from in River State, if Wike did not fight for Fubara to become the what do we call it? If Wike did not fight for Fubara to become the governor of the state, in the next 20-30 years, that region can never produce the governor of the state because they are minority. They are minority. Minority of the minority. That is what they are. But Wike stood, fought a lot of heavyweights just to ensure that Fubara becomes governor. Immediately Fubara became governor, the people that Wike fought for Fubara to be a governor, those are the same people Fubara went to make friends with to start fighting Wike. Fubara started fighting the same attitude of Obaseki had. He said he wants to destroy the Wike structure so that he can create his own structure. How can I be a governor and don't have structure? But meanwhile, there are governors who have been in the state and never had structure. One of the things that is working for Chief Dan O.C. Obi is the fact that when Chief Tony Aneni was alive, the structure of PDP was in the Edo State and National was on the palm of Chief Tony Aneni. But in Edo State, Chief Dan Obi being the chairman will never and has never argued or dragged anything with Chief Tony Aneni. He sees Chief Tony Aneni as his father. That is why many of us are loyal to him. Because you reap what you sow. When Chief Dan O.C. Obi sowed loyalty, today is reaping loyalty. That is why people like me will tell you that come rain, come shine, I am Obi. I know they're ashamed to talk am. They don't talk and say, if they pay me salary, if they pay me. They don't talk and say, they give me money, I make me know they follow, if they give me money. And they don't talk different things. I don't tell them, say, I'm not just Obi follower, I am Obi's son. He takes responsibility on me. If they want to hear that one, they take responsibility on me. The responsibility of Obi they perform on me. 50 of Obaseki cannot do it. 50 of it. 50 of him cannot do it. So it is painful to them because they know that we have a good relationship with our national leader, and our national leader has listening ear. Olakoko, if you doubt me, if you have anything to tell Chief Dan O.C. Obi, I will send his number to you. Call Chief Dan O.C. Obi. If you don't pick your call, if you don't return your call, if you see me, don't talk to me again. It's not like Obama. Go and ask anybody. If Mega Comrade will tell you truth, ask Mega Comrade. Chief Dan O.C. Obi is one of the most simplest politicians on this planet Earth. He go see your missed call. If he's in a meeting, he will text you, I'm in a meeting, I will call you back. Or he will tell you, call me back. If he finishes, he will call you. You know they see missed call, say, you know, they return. If they pick your call, they return your call. I dare anybody to challenge me on that.
I like say hi to Danobio. I like Kanama. I be fan so.
No problem. I'll do that. I'll do that. So, no. Mr. Ben, what Wike did to Rotimi, no be so. I go tell you Wike and Rotimi story. I've been in the picture for so long. Sincerely, Mr. Ben, what Wike did to Rotimi is a different thing. Wike and Rotimi is a different fight. Whatever Rotimi Amechi is today politically is the grace of Wike. Rotimi Amechi ran out of Nigeria, left his ticket, went to sit down in Ghana. It was Wike that fought that fight from beginning to the end that made Rotimi Amechi governor. Rotimi Amechi no be street boy. Now Wike be the political street boy. When they subchanged Rotimi Amechi's name from the primaries, Rotimi won the primary. They went to give it to what's his name? Celestine Omeha. That was how Wike fought that fight. Wike fought the fight when Rotimi Amechi ran and went to stay in Ghana. Ask anybody. Rotimi Amechi ran away from Nigeria because he no get mind. But Wike stood, fought that primary, took it to court, did everything, put up a strong legal team together, did everything till the court pronounced Rotimi the winner. And that was how Rotimi came back. So, but when Rotimi started having issue with President Jonathan, Wike was trying to mediate, trying to do the right. Rotimi know the listing. Bros, if me and you say we be friend, and I tell you, say, I am your good friend. I am your good friend. He gave where I go do stop on the street, fight. So you should be able to call me to order and say, Bob, this thing don't do, I beg, more do like this. If you have a man that his friend, his best friend cannot advise, that man is a demon. That's the kind of person Amechi, that's the recalcitrant attitude Amechi was putting out. Those garage attitude, that was what he was putting out. So Wike is a different breed entirely. Am I saying Wike is a saint? No. Am I saying Wike is God? No. Wike is human being like every one of us that has its own flaws. That has its own flaws, sincerely. Wike has its own, so you get your own pepper body. But one thing you can do is that if I go find Olakoko trouble now, because I get power past Olakoko, Wike hear the matter, Wike go collect the fight. He will fight the fight and tell Olakoko, I don't help you fight the fight to take the victory. Go carry the victory, give you, they go back to your house. If they fight, in fact, 90% of the fight that Wike has been fighting is other people's fight. This matter in River State, not be Wike fight too. Now the boys where work for Fubara, where they put their name for this, where Fubara remove. That be the problem.
Now then they war so. Fubara will do finish.
That be the problem. Now, in order to the local government election, you now went to another party and asked your boys to go to that place. Nobody in the national shout anti-party. But if now Wike do, and that's why you heard what Rufai is saying. Say if it is Wike now, you people will say Wike did this, we did it. Is this one not worse than what you people are complaining of Wike? So Wike not just like Akpoko is a carrier of grace. Wike get grace. He get grace. He comes out, he talk, talk, he there for one place, he sit down like this. People must notice him. Everybody just want pinch and say, "Mo, we pinch this man, Wike. Now, before that election, a federal high court has said that the election should be suspended. It should not hold. Fubara go high court for the state, go tell the judge, make it go pass another order. It is clear. The Nigeria Judicial Commission, NJC, has already said it, that only federal high courts in Nigeria should entertain any matter concerning election. No state high court can interfere. So that one where they go there, so they don't waste their time. This election is just a child's play. As I speak to you now, River State risk, what do we call it? State of emergency. River State is trekking to state of emergency. Watch it. If this thing continue in that place, President Tinubu will declare a state of emergency in River State. In the end, Fubara will be the casualty. He will lose. He will lose. Because guy told one, if they come back to the organized special election, Wike boys go see winners of assembly. That's one. That's if they even close down the House of Assembly. And if they come back, once they are done with the Supreme Court case, Fubara is even risking to be impeached because of all this anti-governance attitude is putting up. You have a budget not approved by the House of Assembly. You are borrowing money not approved by the House of Assembly. You are spending not approved by the House of Assembly. You are doing a lot of things that the House of Assembly are not aware of. And you have gone to court one, federal high court. Wike boys, the 27 lawmakers won you. You went to appeal court, they won. Now you are in Supreme Court. Why do you think Supreme Court will upturn what high court and appeal court has done? It's difficult. Go and check most cases. When a case go through the high court and go through the appeal court, and the two cases has the same merit and the same judgment, Supreme Court hardly gives a different verdict. Anybody that knows Fubara should go and tell Fubara to go and dip his head in cold water. In here to the hot, and that to Molo where they bar. Sun they heat out too much, so they melt. Even they melt. So that local government election, you see what he did. His boys went on rampage and started burning properties. Look at Ikwere local government. See how they burned down that secretariat. See the shooting of guns. Now he ran to his family. He said, he's afraid. The president called his name. Whose name will the president call? Whose name? If as no arrange, no be papa that they blame. Okay. So I now see people who didn't know what was happening. Do you know that Fubara lied against Wike? But when they were before His Excellency Asiwaju last year, Wike just said, Your Excellency, please, sir, I want you to help me ask Fubara one question. Then I said, go ahead. What is the question? I said, Fubara, can you please tell His Excellency, if truly I asked you that every month you should be giving me 20 billion, did I sign any paper with you? Did I tell you to be giving me money? Am I quarreling you because of money? Fubara said it in the presence of Asiwaju that no, Wicked never told him to be paying 20 billion. He said, but you are telling people that I asked you to give you 20 billion. And the president even said he had it too.
Okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Hello, caller. Good evening. Any question?
Olakoko, my brother. Good morning from here.
Okay. Yes, Australia.
Australia.
Okay, Australia. You're welcome.
So I want to ask I want to ask my brother question. I've been listening to him since like 14 minutes. He's been speaking. You know. So everything he has narrated about River State, that's not what I heard. So I just wanted him to clarify, you know, about what happened, what is causing the problem in River State. What I heard is the problem in River State is that the Supreme Court, not the Federal High Court now, the Supreme Court asked INEC to conduct local government election in all the states because they don't want all this caretaker committee. There's no caretaker committee. They don't want all these governors to be using caretaker committee. That the Supreme Court gave judgment that between 90 days from when the judgment was given, that local government election must be conducted. Now, while INEC was organizing the election, Wicked and his boys, or I don't know how they did it, went to now get a judgment from the Federal High Court, stopping the judgment of the Supreme Court. And you and I know that the Supreme Court is greater than any other court in Nigeria.
Yeah, it's the highest now. That is why you need to follow the law.
Good.
So whose question are you asking
exactly.
now? Go straight to your question
So my question now is that story false? Is that story false? Is it the issue between Federal High Court and State High Court, or between Supreme Court and Federal High Court? Now, I don't know which one is the truth.
All right, hold on now. Let Congress talk to you. Even we still have a caller from America for the other line.
Thank you.
Congress.
Sir, can I go on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, caller. The information is not true. What the Supreme Court ruled on was the case brought to the Supreme Court by the federal government, asking for the removal of state and control on local government so that local government will be granted autonomy, and that all the runnings of local governments, the State House of Assembly will continue the supervision of local government as enshrined in the Constitution, but the election of local government will be under the wings and caprices of INEC, which is the national electoral body that we all know. That was what that judgment was about. And that same judgment granted autonomy to local government so that they can be on their own. Excuse me, as the third tier of government. The state, and the local government. The local government is the third tier, which is the closest to the people. So that was what the judgment is. So all federal money and all the rest allocation will now be moving from federal government straight to local government, no longer passing through the state to the local government. But states where there are already existing local government election, the Supreme Court never said that they should be dissolved within 90 days. If it was so, from the time of the judgment to the time Obaseki is going to hand over, it's over 90 days. Are you with me? It's over 90 days. So the Supreme Court would have as well allow, or by now Obaseki would have as well allowed the local government election to roll, knowing that nobody will be able to dissolve the local government again, and his boys will be there for 3 years. But there was no judgment like that from the Supreme Court. So as it is now, most of those chairmen who are into those things are just dissolving the local government in order to have new persons come in to take over, and from there, their what do we call it? The allocations from the federal government will now be coming directly to the newly elected people. And those who win on second tenure, same thing. So there is no judgment of such. I can check into my archives and send to you the judgment that created the autonomy or granted the autonomy to the local government. I can create it and send it to you, just sincerely. So there is no judgment of such. Just disregard it. They are all lies. Those people are just lying, and they are trying to twist things from what it used to be. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, I'm not doubting you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
And truly, I've not seen the judgment, but I don't know if you know this man, Kenneth Okonkwo. He was interviewed on Right TV. And he spent over like 1 hour. I was in the train station. I was coming from the train station. That is over 1 hour analyzing, this thing you just said. But I've not seen the judgment, so I don't know what the judgment is. I'm not a lawyer, so I cannot, enforce my own opinion. But I just said to be sure of the genesis, because nobody can upon. You cannot go to the Federal High Court to go and take a judgment that will defeat the judgment of Supreme Court. It's not possible.
Very true. If there was even a judgment from the Supreme Court, the Federal High Court will not entertain that matter. That's just the truth. The Federal High Court will not sit on a matter that the Supreme Court, no court of law in Nigeria can try it. A matter that the Supreme Court has foreclosed, no court can try it. No court. And for Kenneth Okonkwo is just a lawyer. He has not practiced for a long time. He has been acting movie. There's difference between studying law script, and being in the court, in the open court, to sit on the bench and defend the case. At least, as far as we know, he has not defended any open case that we know. If it would be presidential election, they could not do anything to the matter. All of them are just very weak, running from court to court. So there is a difference between acting a movie, coming to television to talk, and being on the field to practicalize law.
Thank you very much, Congress. Baba, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Moro. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Don't sir.
Thank you so much. I've been listening to you since, and all your analysis, everything is well understood. Anyway,
thank you, sir.
I'm a traditional man. I'm a chief from Benin Kingdom. My interest is that I want to throw you some questions because I think we, the chiefs, as in the traditional rulers, will pray so that we'll never see somebody like Obaseki as a governor in that our state.
Yes, sir.
My issue is that I will be summarizing a WhatsApp group, and I want you to be part of it. How we're going to propose a bill to the House of Assembly that is coming in now during Governor Bewulu, whereby traditional institutions will be protected, most especially the Benin Palace will be protected. Like what Obaseki did by recruiting all this online, those who are married to the enemy of palace, like Obaseki is known as number one enemy.
Yeah.
Why Mokiface is the assistants. Someone that is married to the enemy of the palace too. So we all know that. So I would like us to come together whereby we propose a bill to the House of Assembly that is coming out to pass a law, just like in Thailand,
yes.
Whoever through insult to their father, to their mother, that person will be prosecuted. So I want to know how we go about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, Epa. Thank you so much, sir. In fact, God will bless your wisdom. I also want to add that I will be part of this. And I think we need to enlighten our people and those who will come to government, especially politicians like me, of what our traditional institution represents. Now, every traditional institution in Nigeria is older than the country as a whole. And as such, they should be given respect. Now there is an error in every constitution, especially the bylaw of Edo State and the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where they give power to political appointees who are to spend a period of time, and then they give them power to remove a king whose rulership is above even the state that is older than even the state that he is.
A governor. Mute yourself.
Hello?
Mute yourself, Congress.
Okay, can you? Oh, sorry, I didn't know that I muted myself. So sorry. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Yes. I can hear
Okay.
you.
I said thank you very much that this particular topic that you raised is a very, very important one, and as such, all of us, all well-meaning sons and daughters of Edo must come to it. I also said that as far as we know, the traditional institutions in Edo State and Nigeria are even older than Nigeria itself, talk less of Edo State. So it's not painful to us to note that the Constitution will now bequeath power on elected officers whose office is for a period of time, that they have the power to remove traditional rulers whose seats and appointment they are ancient in nature. Ancient in the sense that their rulership and their throne is as old as their communities, which is older than the state and the nation. I give you an example today. During the time of General Sani Abacha, there was a time he deposed an emir. I think it was in Kano or one of the emir. Dasuki, thank you, sir. Was disposed. Then what's his name? Gandola deposed the emir of Kano, Sanusi, and like that. Now there was a time in the state that one of the governors was also threatening and hiding to say that he has the power that he can remove the Oba of Benin. That is an abomination to every Edo sons. That is the oldest institution, older than 1,000 years. And you say you have the power to remove it. So all these anomalies should be corrected. They are not just relics of tradition. Others may be relics of tradition. But in Edo State, the Benin Kingdom is not a relic. There are two kingdoms in the world: the United Kingdom and the Benin Kingdom.
That's right.
And as I speak, the United Kingdom has a culture. The culture may be watering down, but you see that they still have their practices. When they were how do I say, they were trying to coronate their king. You saw the sacrifices they did.
Do the coronation of scriptures.
Yes, they were coronating. You saw their sacrifices. They killed ram, they killed this, they did all their sacrifice. Of these two kingdoms, Benin has not lowered her traditional practices. And that is why the Oba is still Oba any day, any time. His words are law, and we see him as a godlike figure. We revere him. You may be older than him in age, but he's older than you in everything.
Yes.
That's right.
That is what we know him for. But for us to not say that politicians will now come in and enact a law because they want to, maybe because they are taking certain position, or tomorrow they will take a position and they know that the only person that can question them and go scot-free is the Oba or any of the king. You now put it there that you are more powerful than them, and that is why a rejected stone, a political orphan like Obaseki will come and said he wants to create dukedom. 7 dukedom, that Oba will govern one local government, others will govern other local government. That is an insult on the tradition of Edo State. So, sir, the way we can go about it, when you create this WhatsApp, all of us will come together. Then we will look into it. What are the things we should fuse, and what are the things we think they should remove from it? You know, there is one also that I am not happy with. When His Excellency Adams Osomole removed or suspended the Onoge of Uromi, That was very, very wrong. I condemned it. No matter what the king has done, if the king was wrong, you are a state leader, you walk up to him, enter the royal father. You know, say you be our father, you be king, you be this, you be that. The guy will say they see you for public. There is a way when your father does something that is not good. There is a way you as a son will talk to the father correctly, and the father will not feel insulted. He will take correction. Deji of Akure, I think it was Deji of Akure. Mimiko that removed Deji of Akure. Where is Mimiko today politically? Where is Mimiko politically? The ancestors of that land have dealt with Mimiko and they have granted his political career. Do you know how many times they want to put Mimiko as minister and the thing did not work? There are certain things we must not do. Whether you are a pastor, you are a politician, you are a this, there are certain lines you must not cross. Crossing those lines is like you are crossing, you are drawing a line of war between the ancestor, yourself, and God. You want to fight the ancestor on one hand, you want to fight God on the other hand. Because these people and these rulers, these royal fathers, they did not get there by accident. They were divinely ordained to be there. If God did not want them to be there, there is nothing any of them will do to be there. So, the best way to go about it is that we will not stop at the state. After we have done that at the state, we will get our federal legislators to get enactment at the national level that will reflect in the constitution, letting them know that no governor has the power to remove an Oba. There are traditional institutions that can remove a king or remove a chief if the person is not acting in accordance with our culture and tradition. Not politicians. Not politicians.
That's right.
So, we will put it together and we will go to the House of Assembly. We as citizens of Edo State, we have the right. It's not protest. We will write to the House of Assembly. We will come in the name of a group that XYZ group will have it registered. XYZ group want to meet with the State House of Assembly. XYZ group want to meet with the National Assembly caucus in Edo State. The XYZ group want to meet with the governor and its executive council. We will go in that form, discuss with them, get our speakers, get our representatives, and we pass our message, and they will send it into law.
Yeah. Tomorrow, after this broadcast, your good friend, Iraramigo, is my brother, is my very good friend, right?
Yes,
so,
sir.
Now, I will call my son, Olakoko. I will pick your number from him. I will call you, myself, you, and Olakoko. We'll be on the WhatsApp group, we'll talk, then we'll know the kind of people who are going to pick. So definitely, I'm never ready to
Please, add the good comrade to the call, the good comrade. Comrade Onagi said, he seems to be more grounded in traditional matters too.
Of course, yes, I know him. He's in London. I know him.
Yes, sir.
I know him. So we are going to come together, and yes, for now, let us now. We will meet on WhatsApp group, then we'll know the kind of people we're going to pick. People that are ready to always fly in, fly out. Those are the people who are going to be on the group. Those who have tradition, our tradition is in the heart, because we will never fight. I'm the one pushing. I'm the one fighting against Monkey Face, but it was Obaseki that was sponsoring Monkey Face, giving him lawyers, everything. You understand? Even when Monkey Face went to Nigeria, the hotel he stays belongs to this enemy number one, Arisco. Officer, Arisco is the name of that hotel. Some people now that is so people that were the PRO for Obaseki on social media, they were the one who also assist Monkey Face to have security when he went to Nigeria. Obaseki was so good, but he forgot that the ancestors and our God will pursue him to his graveyard. For what about past 8 years?
Amen.
The Almighty God and our ancestors will never forgive him.
Amen, sir.
I swear. And those miscreants he recruited on social media, they simply applies to all of them. So thank you, Mr. Moro.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
That is my
your
shift.
generation. I'll be calling you on private, okay? Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, my brother. Baba.
Somebody said we should look for women to join the group. Definitely, we still know some of our sisters home and abroad who have respect for culture and know more. So when we call a power, when we are on the phone with a power, we'll suggest them, all of us will come together to rescue our state together. Every institution in the state will be rescued. Then the goddess is asking me about the newly installed Onoje of Esan. I have not gotten more information on that, but I know that in Okpila, there is also a new king. And Obaseki did the same thing. But from what I gather, that is not the person the Okpila people want. But how well they will go about it, I think they have the right to pursue their case in court. Most times, traditional cases, when the wrong person ascend the throne, either the government, people on them, they take them to court, and then the court will judge on the matter, asking the kingmaker to come and say a word or two, and they will go to the historical line to know if the family of the person who is giving the king, either the Onoje or the one in Okpela or any position given, they will go into the history to check if that person has the right. It's just like the dukedom that Obaseki said he wanted to create. If he goes to any court in Nigeria, they will tell the history of Edo State, the history of Benin Kingdom. They know those things does not exist. There is only one family that rules in the Benin Kingdom, and that is where the Omonoba comes from. And that is why the Omonoba is the king of Edo State today. He did not get there because he bribed. He did not get there because he's rich. He did not get there because he's educated. No, he got there because it is his ancestral right. It is his ancestral throne. He is a son of that family. He's a royal blood. He was bettered by the former king. The former king was bettered by the former ancestral king. So lineage upon lineage is still the same blood. That is why Eware II is still there. So any other person cannot come tomorrow and say he's dreaming that he wants to be the Oba of Benin. No, there can only be one Oba of Benin per time. And when the Oba is of full age, with good health and good mind and wisdom, and God says it's time for him to rest with his ancestor, his own son, his son of his own loins, his biological son, is the one that will still take over that seat. So it is not something anybody will negotiate for. So the same thing across other communities, except communities where, like my own community, father does not hand over to son. There is a family. Our family come together. We have a family. I am from that same family. We have kingmaker. The kingmaker will look into all the males in that family. Whoever they find worthy, they give to him. So accept that. But if somebody is not from that family and the person is given that position, they will go and check the kingmaker. They will go to court, and then the person who is not from that family will be removed, and the rightful king will be there. If that is the case of the Esan and the Okpela, I can assure you that by the time they approach a competent court of law and justice is served, the right person will take over. Agobasimi.
All right, thank you. We take yours to call that we conclude the broadcast. Now 30 minutes will be talk, but as a congress, you must flow and finish. Yes.
Oh God, I did so.
Yeah, we greet you, sir. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
I greet everybody. God bless all of you now.
Yeah, we are welcome.
Bros, what did I get for this matter? So this matter not waiting people go they talk carry law God matter. On a matter of a begananya. If Obaseki no say he do where I governor, where we governor will be governor. For good 8 years, you know him win your police unit, your local government him win now. Now dear for no thing for pay whole governor. A whole governor not win ward when for come, win the police unit or local government. Don't pay now.
In unity, you know when in unity.
Make you don't go to prepare, I go take over. Now because so that after everything, he will call tell people the way it is that don't money take work. Not be waiting people call the talk. This one be talk matter. A whole governor will not feel win the whole police unit, the whole ward and local government. Our money.
Thank you.
Make you don't expect to say go lagoon, make you go carry about lagoon.
That's so.
A whole governor.
That's so.
You don't feel with your local government, your own police unit, your own ward. You don't feel with that. Now you say the Rican.
Thank you, sir.
Now you go no say now your ward and your local government. And now you forgot they say the region no say
You don't feel with your word.
Na
You don't feel with your
Enika
local government. Who want come with governor for you?
na and Enika
Hey,
Enika Ogwefe. Where say?
eh?
Where
Where
say?
you for call your own word, your local government? Where you for call? You say be governor. You don't even feel with your word. Your policy you don't feel with now. Eh? Yeah, no,
Thank you.
no. Eh? Who want? Oh, okay. You know we wait for call. Who want come with governor for you? Hey, oh,
Ekape Oba Balance. Where say my caller? Where say? When did they tell her make it walk? He walk. Caller before. Thank you very. Caller before this one. Baba Wese.
Thank you very much, God bless. God bless. Thank you. I get the message.
If I was up no selu. Baba Mende. Thank you for that your contribution. This will be the last caller for today, Congress. Hello.
Thank you.
Pardon.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesus
Once you finish,
Amen.
you conclude. Yes, Jesus will be there.
Jesus Amen.
Pardon, sir.
Yeah, I got 2 questions for you before you leave, please. Let's go
Okay,
back
sir.
to Edo election. I know that OCOB is your boss, and I know all he did to bring in Obaseki for the 2020 election. Now the election has come and gone at this time. I know how Obaseki destroyed all the structure of a PDP. Now that the election has come and gone, and you are closer to him, why did he still for now remain quiet, not saying anything? And for you, I know your right hand leg is in APC, while your left leg is in PDP. Why did you, Omaro, not just come and fully to the camp to APC? And again, if Okpowero call you to serve in his government, will you accept it? Thank you. Hello?
Yeah. Congress, mute yourself.
Hello, did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Yeah, will they hear you? Hold on.
Do I repeat that? Do I repeat?
Nigeria network. The network they break. I will go join us soon. The network they break.
Jesus, Amen. Can I repeat all I said?
Just a seconds. Make it come back.
Okay.
The network they break.
All right. Thank you.
But you can repeat it now. Then you go.
Okay, Mr. Maro.
Yeah, the network they break. The network they break. Nigeria network. Just I believe you go, yeah. Once you come back, you go
Okay.
say 1 or 2 things. We really appreciate your contribution. That was
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Congress tomorrow try. I try. So thank you. Please you come back.
Sorry.
No stress at all. We just whether you listen to that caller, whether you
Okay.
take that question.
He said why Chief OCOB is quiet.
I should call him back, or you can.
No,
You
I heard when he said you can call him for his second question. He said why Chief OCOB is quiet before this thing goes off.
Okay. Yeah, caller is here now.
Yes, sir. So I got the first question. You said you want to know why Chief OCOB is quiet. Why he has not said anything.
Yeah, let me finish up. And again, to you, it's like your right hand leg is still in APC, while the left is in a PDP. Why did you not come out fully to join up with APC? And if it happened, we will call you to come join him in his service to serve will you accept his appointment?
Well, thank you so much, sir. I think from the first question, Chief Dan O.C. Obi is the National Vice Chairman of PDP South-South. By that position, it means he's the chairman of PDP South-South, controlling 6 states. So by that, he has the right to speak or to remain silent. But on the issue of Edo State, Chief Danosi Obi is not is a talker, but he's not a talker. He's a talker in the sense that he's an orator when he wants to address critical points like issues of governance, campaign, and the rest, or to put things under perspective. He's a talker, but naturally he's somebody who is always quiet, looking at events, among others. Now, it's not that he did not say anything with all what Obaseki has done in the past 4 years or even 8 years. I remember the first 4 years, he was the one putting Obaseki on his toes. And then the last 4 years, he campaigned for Obaseki or on the order of the party and by his position, and we won that election. But all through the time, Obaseki was maltreating or misbehaving to the legacy PDP. Chief Danosi Obi and national leaders waved into the issue. There were meetings upon meetings. I can even send some of the videos to you when Senator Zamere, whether I was sincere with Johnny or not, traveled to go and see Chief Danobi. And Chief Danobi explained everything to them. In the presence of governor, we've had Obaseki misbehave and all the rest of it. So for me and for us, there was really nothing for Chief Danobi Obi to say again that everybody have not seen. The party national leaders have seen it, the zonal leaders have seen it, the state leaders have seen it, Edo people have seen it. So coming out to even say anything further is like, it's just repetition. So for him, it's not somebody who really comes out to say. And when somebody like him, who is far above Obaseki in politics or governance, comes about to begin to speak about Obaseki, it's like you are trying to make an ant a king over elephants. So that is why I felt in the words of good orator, they say silence is the best answer given to a fool. So I think the silence that Chief Dan Osiobi bequeathed to Obaseki was just to portray to Edo people, national leaders of PDP and leaders of thought, that we only succeeded in electing a fool as the governor of Edo State for 8 years. And history has come to show, to prove that Obaseki has proven everybody right. He has vindicated everybody. Everybody has vindicated them to show that he is a man of no character, a man without character. I think that is what he has defined himself with. Then for me not going to APC or still in PDP, sir, I've been a member of the People's Democratic Party for 25 years. And as we journey, it's a party we have joined leaders to build. Nobody leaves his own home. But I am into real estate. There was a time I want to give an analogy, sir. Permit me, sir. You're an elderly person. Make I not use a proverb till they speak to elder. Permit me, sir. There was a time one of
Mute yourself.
Okay. Where did you get to, sir? Before I okay.
At a time.
Okay, there was a time one of my tenants came to complain to me that people were not, he has tenants, they were not paying rent, they were not doing this. I said, maybe they don't have money or the business is not going fine. He said, no, that they just wanted to be wicked to him, among others like that. I said, okay, you are sure these people have this money and they don't want to pay? He said, no, yes. I said, okay, no problem. Let me go and see the house. And we saw the house. And while I was talking, I said, just maintain, don't say anything. I said, okay. I now took my friend along. I said, whatever I'm saying, you be writing. I said, okay, we will need to renovate. We are going to remove the roof. We are going to do this. We are going to do this. I started mentioning things. And after that, I got a lawyer to send a notice to them that we want to renovate the house. And then we went ahead. We came, we told them that we are going to remove the roof. Do you know that every one of them that was claiming they don't have money, they all went back to go and rent houses in another place and even paid higher than what they were owing the landlord as their new rent? Because when you are paying for a new rent, you are going to pay agent on agreement, you are going to pay caution fee and all the rest of it. So they had money to pay. So we removed the roof. When all of them left the house, the roof was fixed back and new tenants came into the house. The structure of the house was now restored. So That is what we are doing. Sometimes when you don't have tenants in the house who want to claim that they know more than the landlord, you remove the roof of the house so that the tenants can get out of your house, and then you can renovate the house and restore the house to its original state. That is what we are doing in PDP. We gathered Miss Multitude together, and orphans are not trying to claim ownership of the father and mother. They are trying to claim that they are the owner of the family more than the children who were the original born of the house. So the best thing for us to do to them is to push them out. Now there is this theory: the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So the APC people are enemy to Obaseki, legacy PDP are enemy to Obaseki. So it is only wise that we all have a common enemy that has underdeveloped our state, that has brought poverty and pains on our people. Edo State has never been this rich. Our people have never been this poor. Edo State has never been this backward until a rejected son came to the land who knows nothing about our culture. And it is written in the Bible that when there was a Pharaoh that came who did not know Joseph, and it was that Pharaoh that started suffering the children of Israel. So this Pharaoh came, he knows nothing about our culture and tradition, disrespected our godlike king, disrespected elders in the state, disrespected children, disrespected women, put women in prison, underdeveloped our state, stole our money, brought his cronies, they stole all the money together. The best thing we can do is that we treat him as an alien, a common enemy, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So the best thing for us to do to save our state is that we of good mind in PDP, we had an alliance with APC to boot this enemy and his cohorts out, so that Edo State will not become where they will not become a nester for their bee to be feeding on. That was.
Mute yourself. Mute yourself, Congress.
Okay, thank you, sir. I said I did not regret what we did. Anytime.
Mute yourself.
And we need, anytime there are constitutional issues against us, I don't know why the thing is muting against us, and we need to stand. I will always pick stand with the Constitution as it is now. So what we have done is to pick stand with the Constitution to fight for equity, fairness, and justice, so that it's reign and reign. And the best thing we can do is to kick out Obaseki. That's why we joined the APC. What we did is, it will be simplified as government of state unity, same way we have government of national unity. And as for my appointment, I will tell you the truth. I have been offered left, right, and center under Obaseki. A lot of persons have called me. As a matter of fact, they have sent very close persons to me. Oh, we want to release your appointment letter. Hope you are going to accept it. And I told them, don't give me appointment. I'm not interested. As simple as ABC. But if Governor Okpewolo, the governor,
look at the bigger picture. Look at how it will be good for you to look beyond your office, because you are not going to be there all the time. It's good to look beyond. You see the elder statesman there, Chief Odigi Oyegun, was a governor. He's not anymore now. Everybody knows that it's transient. Everybody knows.
Yeah, go ahead so we can conclude.
Let me go before my phone shuts down so I can charge. So, but if Governor Okpewolo, the governor elect,
don't forget, say Umaru newborn, I know say the network now, you don't spend time. When we get the number, make una call them. You wait 50 send the data. Send out data. They buy baby food now. I beg.
Congratulations is enough. Thank you, sir. So if the governor-elect finds me worthy to say, Bob Manuel, this is the area I want you to help me in handling. This is the area I want you to serve Edo people on. I will. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mrs. Agnes. I will serve with all my heart. As a matter of fact, sir, there are many burning ideas that I want to bring before the governor. Ideas that will revolutionize the agricultural sector, ideas that will revolutionize our industrialization, ideas that will revolutionize the educational sectors, and the security and all the rest of it. Never we forget, until there is security adequate security of lives and property in the state, nothing moves forward. Nothing moves forward. So the best thing we do is security is the foremost responsibility of every responsible government, upon which other things are crested. I remember there was a proposal on security I submitted to Governor Obaseki. Even when I was criticizing him, I sent it to him on WhatsApp. I said, I am not a security expert, but this is.
All right. You text me hello for WhatsApp. I'll forward you a number. Okay? You write me hello for WhatsApp. I'll forward you a number.
So I told Olakoko, hope you are hearing me.
Yes.
So I told Governor Obaseki, I'm not a security expert, but this is what I saw Lagos government did, and it's working for them. So if Lagos said they came to copy a old best and they advance it and it's working for them, this template that I've sent to you, I've seen it in Lagos, I've advanced it. Get security experts. Good enough, we have a former Inspector General of Police, we have former DIGs, we have former commissioners, we have former generals. Bring them to table as think tank. Edo State is a teen local government. We all good road networks, even if there are potholes, at least we can use it to trace criminal. In that thing, I even wrote to the governor that since you have 950 million monthly as a security vote, you can gather it up for 2 years or get a loan to the sum of 2 years and be paying 950 million every month to buy at least 3 helicopters. One will be flying in Edo North, one in Edo South, and one in Edo Central. Especially the axis where we have bushes, where there are no much houses. That petition, that proposal was read, but was never attended to. But if we have an Okpawolo who is now saying, come and work with me, we will bring all of this to the floor table. On agriculture, I remember sending a mini proposal to the governor where I know he said he wants to create 200,000 jobs. And I know that there was a template that only agriculture alone across 18 local governments will got at least 500,000 people into employment, among others. So if Governor Okpawolo is saying, remain in PDP, but come and work with me, I will offer myself as a sacrifice to work. I will bring in my best to table. And if what I am bringing to table is appreciated, it will reflect in Edo State. And if the governor said, no, I just want to appoint you just to settle you because you campaigned for me, I will honorably resign and face my business in Lagos. I'm into real estate. I sell land, I sell houses, and across. So if he's saying no, it's just because, like Obasanjo said, I appoint your advisor, but not to listen to your advice. If that is the kind of appointment, I will honorably resign and go back to my Lagos and face my business, and then wait for another.
Hello?
Yeah. Chief.
Okay,
But certainly, I will ensure that what I am doing is for the best of the people and nothing more. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. We're about to call it a day now. So, guys, go forward your number, okay? When you call her. Thank you very much. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
We'll continue from here for the next broadcast.
Thank you for all you do. God bless you, sir. God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Right, bye.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Bye.